I'm so happy so many of our women inventors are here from the conference this weekend because we talked about this subject at the conference, and it's one of my favorite subjects. I didn't chime in because I think the subject ended before I had a chance to, but what I would have said if I chimed in, I'll tell you in just a second. So the subject that I want to mention is that the idea of affirmations of living in gratitude, and whether you start your day in gratitude or you finish your day in gratitude, what an incredible difference it can make in your day, in your year, in your life. And so many times I'm someone who I have had a gratitude journal for years that is the 5 minute. Many of you have probably heard of that, the 5 minute gratitude journal. And so many times I've started it, and then I for whatever reason, I veer off and stop doing it, not on purpose, but I just forget. And I find myself in a funk. And then I remind myself that I haven't been doing that. And when I go back to it, it is just amazing how it changes my day, how it empowers me, how it makes me show up as the very best version of myself for the rest of the day. So what was going to say that I would have chimed in on is, I know everyone was talking about how they like to end their day thinking about all the things that they're grateful for. I kind of do the opposite. For me, it's when I'm having my coffee in the morning. I like to start my day like that because for me, it really sets the tone. So many times I think we get up and we're having coffee and it becomes this stressful moment because you're thinking of all the things that you've got to get done and all the bills to pay and all the, never enough time in the day. And that's where we end up going off the tracks, off the rails. But if instead we take a breath and we pull out an affirmation journal, and when I discovered this one through Grommet, first of all, I think it's so beautiful. I'm such a big fan of this color. First of all, the Kelly green is gorgeous, and it is that fabric, and it's got the gold foil printing in it. So again, such a pretty, beautiful, thoughtful gift to give. But when I discovered it and started going through it, and there's a whole methodology to this one. It's actually a patent pending, I believe, methodology that she's created. So really, like in the beginning, it does give you instructions for how to use her methodology. And it really, when I started doing it, I started it when I was traveling, which was just last week. And I was just reminded of how important that is in our lives and how it changes everything when we start our day, or in my situation where I start my day in gratitude. It makes everything seem a little more achievable, and everything's a little brighter, and there, possibilities open up, and it just puts me in a good place. And I'm sure many of you have had experience like that. I just love that Grommet is offering this really thoughtfully designed. I do like my 5 minute, I'm not going to lie, I do like it, but it's very simple and very not a lot of guided gratitude and affirmations. This one is a lot more thoughtfully done. And with that Grommet discount, it is $28. It's worth every penny and then some. And I was so excited to bring this on because I do think it's one of the greatest gifts that you can give someone, whether they are someone that already does that or whether there's someone that could really use that in their life. I think it's a really thoughtful gift, and not just for Mother's Day, but for me, this is one of those kind of gifts that you have several of them on hand because I think it's a great gift for anyone and everyone, and it is so thoughtful. And you can maybe write something nice in the opening page and just put a bow on it and call it a day. And Summer Mind, this is created by Summer Mind. I should have said that. I'm so sorry. And they are in here. Thank you for sharing your experience with gratitude, Marcy. Absolutely. I'm such a believer in that. So authentically a believer in that, I cannot tell you. Sarah Dillingham, taking time to acknowledge gratitude is such a powerful practice, especially when we are all so busy. You can say that again. I mean, I think we are all busier than ever because of technology. It's like we're expected to do so much more because we can with all of these tools that we're being given. So it's even that much more important to slow down for ourselves, have that special cup of coffee, write in our journal, and then take on the day. And that's how I love to start my day. And sometimes, like I said, I get off track and I don't do it, and I find myself just feeling like, ooh. So this got me right back to it. So thank you, Summer Mind, for creating it. Thank you so much. And you did a beautiful job. You really did. And there's some really wonderful affirmations. And like I said, it's all guided and there's a whole methodology to it. you're going to love it. This is one that definitely give a gift to yourself, give upvote them, because to me, this is something that we need to spread the word. We need everybody to be doing this, and what a better place we would be living in if they did. So very special gift for ourselves and for everybody else.